News about the vice president's inner circle and this new outbreak. According to the New York Times, Meadows wanted to keep a lid on it. The White House chief of staff did not want this to get out, and yet it did leak out last night. Reporters, CNN, Bloomberg, everywhere else, they were chasing this story on Saturday, so it did get out. What do you make of the fact that the White House is trying to keep these secrets and they keep leaking out?
Well, I mean, obviously they want to keep it a secret because Pence is the head of the coronavirus task force, and people on his staff can't keep themselves from getting the coronavirus, especially when you consider all of the access that they would have to testing and to rapid testing and much more than the average American. They have so many more opportunities to find out who has it and to take the precautions, and yet it still has swept, this illness has still swept the White House, including the president, obviously. So I think that they recognize that this is the thing that, if Donald Trump loses, this will be what did him in.
John, you have a headline for Politico that, to me, this is the most interesting story I read all week. It's at Politico.com. It's headlined, "Trump is doing worse than it seems, but reporters are afraid to say so." You and Daniel Lippman argue that by historical standards, Trump's coverage is actually favorable in one key aspect. What is that key aspect?
The fact that reporters are giving generous allowance that Trump could still win, and they're treating this as though it's quite a close race, based on the experience of 2016. Let's face it, a lot of us did not see the Trump victory in 2016 coming, and so we're gun shy of being too positive this time. I'm not sure that's a bad thing, actually. I think sometimes we go too far in the other direction of looking like the race is over when we don't know that. Probably we made that mistake in 2016. But what Trump is avoiding, and it's a huge gift the media is giving him, Brian, is he's avoiding death watch coverage, the kind of coverage that John McCain got in 2006, Bob Dole got in 1996, where everything is like a hospital vigil, in a desperate move, with time running out, with with advisors warring and finger pointing over who's to blame for a debacle, etc. Trump's largely avoiding that.
Interesting. Larry Wilmore, the banner on screen says, "Are reporters overcorrecting in response to 2016?" That's what John is getting at. Do you see that happening? You're an avid news consumer.
I mean, I feel sorry for the media. What are you supposed to do? Trump, I mean, you can't even cover his lies anymore because people are so exhausted. I think it would be better if you just pointed out when he says people are saying, and just say, no, they're not. And it's coming in 2 weeks. No, it's not. And just start covering him that way, because like, he is the president. You have to cover him. I feel sorry for so much of the media. What are you supposed to do at this point?
I never hear that kind of sympathy. Thank you, Larry, on behalf of the media, okay?